There's an extract somewhere, I'm not quite sure where in our teachings, where Dr. George King says a lot of people use the excuse of not having time.
Yes.
And he actually breaks down the time we have during the day. And that actually we do have time. It's just what we prioritize, isn't it? Yeah.
It's so difficult. Anyone who's been doing, I mean, I've been doing practices for many years.
Yeah.
And I think the secret is to do it on a daily basis. So if people would like to start doing something, you know, start now, from the beginning, what should I do and how should I go about that? I mean, my advice would be is to start gradually. Even if you just do like 10, 15 minutes a day. But do it every single day. It's much better than doing half an hour or an hour of spiritual practice a day and leave it for a week.
That's the key.
That's the key, this continuity. And that's very, very important. And I mean, you know, here again, I mean, we don't like change. I mean, you know, not everyone likes change. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And although our higher self would love to be bathed in spiritual power, our lower self does not particularly like that. So it will try to put on certain barriers, and very clever ones as well. Or I've been so good today, I've done my practices, maybe tomorrow I can have a day off.
Yeah.
Or I trick myself to a day off. Or today I'm going to watch my favourite programme, or rather go for a walk. That's good for me as well. And things like that. But I think that's the trick, is that no, I've set out to do my practices today, and I will do them. Because I am the master of my mind and body. It's a wonderful affirmation that we can all do.
Yes.
And you're trying to show your lower self
who is the
boss. And I think and then you'll train yourself. You know, it will become easier, definitely. You know, as time goes on, to do our practices, and we'll you know, enjoy them much more. I think the secret is not make it as a chore, but try to enjoy it. And the best thing with spiritual practices is to do them at the same time every day if we can. And the reason for that is because prana, there are 5 major and 5 minor pranas flowing in 32-minute intervals. And the main source of the prana is the sun. It comes from, in fact, through the sun. And so if we do our spiritual practices at the same time every day, we'll get a nice balance of pranas that we'll get through.
So approximately it takes you about an hour or so?
It depends.
Your program, it depends, yeah. If you...
I've got my basics,
Yeah.
which is, you know, I definitely do my my breathing every day and my mantra and the wonderful 12 blessings. I mean, I think it's such a beautiful balance. The 12 blessings, which is a beautiful set of prayers, and also it's a practice given by the Master Jesus, while Dr. King was in a deep samadhic trance condition. And as you know, we do them every Sunday, 5:30, and one can tune in. It's wonderful. And what's interesting about that is that, you know, I take the online 12 Blessings services in a chapel where they were given. But also I have experienced what it's like to do it from the comfort of my home, tuning in online. And it's so powerful. I was amazed me how powerful it is.
And what's your sort of your quick version of practices if you're in a rush? Would you just do the breathing? What would be your main thing?
Well, I think it's a great way to start. If anyone would like to take on anything, is the breathing exercises.
Breathing exercises, yeah.
Yes, definitely, because they're just wonderful, and it will not only makes you more dynamic, more in tuned, but it also will make your physical health better. And if you do get ill, you'll recover much quicker. I've noticed that as well. What's interesting about breathing is I always used to have a blocked up nose, not constantly, but quite often my nostrils would block up, or when I had a cold, I used to quite suffer with that. And just by doing the breathing exercises, now I don't ever have a blocked up nose.
It's just like you trained through the breathing.
Right.
It's incredible, isn't it? I found that as well, actually. It's quite interesting. So it's kind of like in the beginning, just kind of not pushing yourself, but in a gentle way, encourage yourself, right, I'm going to do them, and then you start freeing yourself of these limitations, as
Yes.
it were. There is something that we all can do. We can all make a positive change in our world. Join us every weekend at 12blessings.org.